Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to. Okay. Love to like. Okay. Love to like tarot. This is Nikki, and this is for Leo, my lion's egg. Leo, my lion's egg. I am so very, very sorry, Leo. I was talking, I was hearing stuff, and the cards was doing things, and yeah, I had to let it rock. Leo, this is your monthly April reading. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below, and let me know if this resonate with you. I did a reading called Bottoms Up. Just something quick before I do your monthly readings. I already talk your ear off. I don't want to do it anymore. Okay? All right. Leo, you may be sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tell you that right now. You may be sick and tired of hearing the same thing from an individual. Okay? Mm-hmm. Somebody get on somebody's nerve. Okay? Okay. And it be like that sometimes. Lord have mercy. Leo, when I heard what I do, when I meditated on your cards, I got, you know what I got? I heard that song, No Way I'm Not Living Without You. You know that song? I'm not living without you. I just want to be free. I'm staying. You don't go like that, but I don't know why I turned it to a gospel song. You gonna love me. Okay, all right, let me. Oh, Lord Jesus. I feel like just like I probably just got on your nerve, like somebody be getting on your nerve, Leo. Jesus. Like they be coming back and you would think they done. Here they come again. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna let you go. Like, Jesus Christ. Especially if you live with a person. You be like, can I please just go to my room? Okay. I heard No Way I'm Not Living Without You because sometimes stuff ain't funny. People be not wanting to release a person. You be safe out there, Leo. All jokes aside, all right? Whew. I heard old habits is hard to break. Lord have mercy. Okay? Okay? All right, Leo, so let's see. I'm going to do the bottoms up because I already told you what I felt. Some of my Leos, you may already told a person how you feel. And I'm saying a whole lot of you but flipping. And a person sometimes they get it. They don't want to get it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to. Something ain't gonna work out no more. I know it worked out in the past. I get it. But it ain't gonna work no more. Okay? All right. Let's do the bottoms up. Bottoms up, I just flip over the cards after I shuffle them, and then I just tell you what I feel. You got the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, you may be working on being independent, focusing on your soul. I feel like that's what Leo telling himself. I want to focus on my soul is the energy. And ain't nothing wrong with that. And I'm saying it like that because you really mean it, Leo. You really mean it. Yeah. But I feel like you just got something, energy around you that kind of keeps you from doing that. And I'm going to pray against it, all right, in Jesus' name, amen. All right. Nine of Pentacles, you may be trying to build your finances. Some of my Leos, you may just be going to work back and forth, working overtime, doing your thing. Some money may be a little, I don't want to say it because I don't like putting it in the atmosphere. Money may not be where you may want it, okay? Ace of Swords, all right, Leo. Truth, clarity, may be causing conflict. You may be dealing with an Aries. Heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, and messed up. Yeah, somebody, honey. Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe somebody's saying they stand and they don't want to release it because 1 minute is on, 1 minute is off. 1 minute I feel like I want to be here, 1 minute I don't want me. So we're going to see if it's some mixed signals going on. I already told you. Unrequited love. That's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So that's the energy that I do feel between you and another person, all right? Bottom of the deck over here. I said no. Okay? Somebody meant that, and they meant that, all right? And then you got the Nine of Swords, all right? So something may be hard, and I do get that energy. No way. Old habits are hard to break. Yeah. Okay. So let's just see here, Leo. Leo, let me turn this stuff back over. I'm going to try not to talk your ear off. I don't want the phone to stop. Okay. I'm gonna say a whole lot of you. Leo, you may be, sometimes people just who they are. And you can talk to you get blue in the face. And you can tell a person how you feel 50, 11 times. And a person will keep doing the same thing over and over again. And you'll be asking yourself, I don't know why they keep doing it. It's because, at some point we keep allowing them to do it. It's the energy. I get that, you know. Um, that's the energy. That's the energy. And some, you literally have to detach yourself from a person, and that may be hard to do right now. So I get it, you know. I understand. We're gonna cross that with that. Yes, yes, and yes, and yes. Oh, I didn't want to take all the cards. Bottom of the deck, Leo, that's you. Leo, my life. Leo, my lines. I'm gonna have to turn you this way so you can see. Leo, it is the strength card. Okay, God gonna equip you with the strength to handle all things. It may be something that you may be telling yourself you may have to take control of a situation because it can get out of whack. And sometimes, Leo, you gotta put your foot down. Okay, I know Leo ain't got no problem like that. You're the lion. I don't know why I got all these cards, but we gonna roll with it. You're the lion, all right? But I feel like you may have to. Here, this may be a coworker at work to keep overstepping their damn self. That when you come to work, some shit moved on your desk. Like, I done let you borrow my lotion one time. Like, I didn't tell you to keep coming over here. Now, I'm all out of my lotion, my Bath and Body Works, okay? All right? And you ain't putting in on none of this. It may be just somebody you conflictual with at the job, all right? We got the Justice card, Leo. We have the Page of Cups. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, these cards are coming every which way. So, Leo, I do feel like coming in the month of April, I do feel like that you want to work more on you. That's what you're telling yourself. And you may be getting energy. And I feel like that's a place that we all are looking at. I do get that. This Page of Cups, first, I want to start off with you. Is you opening up your heart because it may be a heart fall. You may be asking yourself, why is it hard for you to open up or trust individuals? Some of my Leos, you are very well aware that this is an inward thing. And it ain't got nothing to do with an individual on why you are a certain type of way. Because I can be to myself. I get lonely sometimes, but Lord have mercy, do I need my alone time? And I don't want to be crowded, you know. Now, you have that energy, right? But then you know when you meet that right person, you want to be around them all the time. Sometimes just shift that type of energy. I feel like that's what you're looking for. And if it's not with an individual that you with, I feel like you're looking to put in a change so you can have that type of energy between you and another person. Somebody don't want to fake it, and I'm saying anymore. Now, for some of my Leos, I do get this sense of justice. Justice is about cause and effect. Now, you may be at this place between you and the individual because of something that went on, okay? But I do get that some of my Leos is working on a sort of what you deserve. Like, I get where this is at, and I'm mentioning other people, but I do get this sense of build up where Leo is want to come to this place where you're nurturing yourself, you balanced out yourself, you putting in effort and work, maybe a lot in work. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you want to be focused on right now. Love may be in a bit of the background energy that you kind of moving into. Now, you may be going in that direction because you have been attached to a person for 8 years or it was a long time, and now you may be trying to push towards this sense of self and freedom within yourself, you know, to gain this sense of balance back. Do I feel like it's an individual around you that creeps in when you doing yourself and then try to, I don't know, it's like you look at this person as a person that distracts you, is the energy that I do feel. And I don't know why I'm saying it like that, because when they come around, they be on bullshit, and then you put your energy off in that direction when you was already moving in this direction. Now you find yourself here again. So I feel like this time how you utilizing this strength card is to pour off into you, or you're not allowing whatever this energy is, whether it be a person that you love, an energy of something of the past, something that you tell yourself, something that you dive off into, dealing with family or helping another person, and then you pull energy off of you. Whatever these distractions, job, whatever it is that I feel like that Leo has taken on, you working through not allowing that to distract you anymore. Okay? Okay, so this, I said no, may be hard for some motherfucking people. All right? Okay. We got the King of Wands. Yes, there you go. Whew, the Chariot card and the Nine of Swords. Yes, but you gonna chariot that thing, and then you got the World card. So this is why I'm speaking so highly of that. I felt the energy of where you heading. You causing some cycles to end. This is the energy that I feel. You putting forth effort into moving in a direction that may be a bit painful. I get that, right? Some of my Leos, you're able to move out of a situation. Some of my Leos, I've been feeling this feeling that you are off in a circumstance, and it may be a contract. I don't know what this is, or a job, or something you want to move out of or from, and you can't. And this kind of lingers for some of my Leos. Now, some may be a cycle between you and another person because something wasn't closed. So sometimes in life, you don't get that, okay? And I ain't talking at you, but child, don't, you preaching to the choir. It ain't. It's been times where I done been hurt and I done been like that. Okay, I'm right there with you, right? Feeling a certain type of way, trying to chariot card, move on, but something kind of, you want an individual to take accountability and kind of balance everything back out, right? Before you can kind of move forward. But in some circumstances, you got to strength card it, right? And because of the circumstances, you got to, pull in that sense of self-love is what the Queen of Cups would do, even though situations was done. Seven of Swords, loss, betrayal, whatever this is, right? Some of my Leos, you learning that and you got that energy to do that. King of Wands. King of Wands put in that work and do what he has to do. I know you the lion, all right? And I feel like that you understand that and you're harnessing that energy to push through situations that may have been around for a while. This Chariot card is the energy of this person moving away from a circumstance that he's always been at. Oh, so that's why her old habits are hard to break. You may be dealing with a situation, and you want to move forward in a cycle, a put closure to the way things have been between you and another person that may still be around you for some, okay? And if you can't, then this is you taking the lead and you distancing yourself is the energy. And it may be hurtful because you really want this person to see or act accordingly, okay? Or put in the work to kind of take in when you open up and say how you feel about something, because all you trying to do is balance things out and end the cycle so you two can move forward in a healthy space. But people gonna be who they are, right? Some of my Leos, this is the thing that I feel like that you want to move like really really bad, okay? And I don't know what it is that may be a money situation. You got the Four Cups crossing the Two of Swords, okay? We have the Seven of Cups. Baby, I'm having a hot flash, honey. Jesus. With the Temperance card with the Four of Swords, you may be dealing with a Sagittarius, okay? You really, really thinking about things. You thinking about, how can I do this? Like, what can I do now? Don't think about things of the past. Don't hold yourself there. I really feel like that. And don't keep going over situations. I do get that. And understand that things take time. Moving forward is the energy that I feel. I feel like this is you nurturing yourself, Queen of Cups type energy, your higher self speaking to you, letting you know not to hold on to things, because this is the thing, it just keeps you stagnated, it keeps you at this standstill. I feel like you going by things that you feel and not by things that you see is the energy that I'm saying. And when I say that, I feel like the Queen of Cups follows her intuition. Baby, I'm having a hot flash, okay? Follows her intuition, and she knows if something ain't right, and she goes by what she feels. So that's the energy that I do feel. The way I look at this Two of Swords is like, in the end, you gonna follow what you feel. The Two of Swords is blind because she goes by what she feel, not what she see. And I feel like if you go by situations other than outside of what you feel is the reason why I feel like in the end you feel like you get the short end of the stick is the energy. Okay, so heal, press forward, understand things take time, and don't be caught up in the sense of the seven of cups can be caught up in the sense of illusion and things like that. And I feel like when I say that, I mean in your head about why a situation can't move forward, everything that has been done, where you at right now, instead of kind of focusing on your mind on how to move forward instead of the place that you at. And I know somebody physically can't move from a situation for some of my Leos, but I feel like whatever it is that you can pull in to start doing things that you kind of love to get bring in this sense of happiness, because I do get, if you work and you just go to work and you come home, I feel like this sense of boredom here with this four of cups, so you may be at that place. So try to enjoy life and get away from circumstances. So say like if you live with an individual, try to leave and do things, but I feel like you like, hell, I still gotta go back there. I get it. I get it. You have the Ace of Cups. That's that self love, nurturing, okay? You got the Knight of Cups for some of my Leos. You have the Sun. Yes, that's that sense of happiness. Yes, you got the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Some of my Leos, this may be a money situation. You may be trying to save, and that's the energy. So, my Leos, I feel like you kind of, I don't know, it's like between a rock and a hard place energy, okay, right now. Some of my Leos, I do get this sense of clarity and you want happiness. So this is why I said get out and try to do that self-love thing and enjoy yourself. Some of my other Leos, you have this person that you deal with. That's going to be coming towards you by the end of the month is the energy that I feel. Time is fluid. I feel like y'all talking and you like this person, right? Y'all talking, you kind of scared. Your mind tell you, I just need to focus on my money. I got a lot of shit that I got going on. Like my stuff ain't really. But then this person kind of still sticks around, right? Even though you're not ready. I feel like this person that's here is willing to take their time with you, and they know that you got some things going on, and they know that you may not be ready right now. So friendship may be where it's at right now. You may go hang out with that person, and then it ain't something that's consistent because you got other stuff going on. That may build, okay, the moment that you release things and open up. So I do see some goodness there. All right, Justice card and Page of Cups. You got the Eight of Cups and the Two of Swords. Yes. So, like I said, you have to walk away from some things and leave them where they at. You may be dealing with some things that you may need to look at within, right? Something that's keeping some of my Leos from opening up, right? So that's why I say you may got a person that recognize what you're dealing with, and they may be on the outskirts right now, looking in and knowing what you're going through. Some of my other Leos, this is a within thing that you're working through, okay? These Eight of Cups, and I'm saying within, even if a person is around, because you're moving from a place of not moving at all because you're afraid to leave something behind. So I feel like it's this new sense of courage, all right? I do get that. Page of Cups. And some you've been at that standstill. Remember I said some of my Leos is that old habits are hard to break. So old habits are hard to break some within because we look at ourselves and dealing with a circumstance. So you're well aware of understanding why this circumstance is at a Two of Swords. And because it's at a Two of Swords, you understand that in order for you to get your justice card, you may have to walk away from some things. And the person may come back talking for those individuals that are not willing to work for real to move this world card. And they may come in with this Knight of Cups situation, but it still keeps you in the end here is the energy that I feel. Oh, my niece calling me. I'm going to have to call her back. Got the Ace of Pentacles. This could be a new job. This could be just a healthy foundation. Leo, you could be working towards your health because I do get that. When I say an overall energy, you may be changing the way you eat, changing the way how you move, moving to a different job. You know what I'm saying? Moving in a different environment. Like this is a really self-cleansing type deal going on. And you want something stable. I do get that, all right? That is stable, non-toxic. Let's do the Nine of Swords in the Chariot. The Sun, baby. It may hurt you. It may hurt you. And I feel like some of my Leos, it may hurt you, but you're searching for this. That's why I feel like in the end, that's where you headed. Some of my Leos, this is that happiness that you strongly desire, but you may be at a rock and a hard place, and you strongly desire to move forward towards, meaning through Chariot card. However, this is the energy that I'm telling you to embrace your inner child. And if you can't move from a place, instead of staying at the bah humbug, kind of go out, do things, even though you may have to come in to it again, but just still go off and do you and kind of rejuvenate yourself. I feel like so you can feel that sense of peace. All right. World card, the Hierophant card. Hierophant cards is about levels. It's about you growing, which I feel like that. It's about levels. It's about, and I feel like this is why you say this. Like, how long we gonna be here? Like, how long we gonna keep going through the same thing? Like, how long? And then you ask the person, and then they do a certain type of thing or handle a situation a certain type of way, and then you can't help what they do. So you follow what you know in order to get that cycle closed is the energy that I feel. And that's within or whether you're dealing with a circumstance. Let's do the Four of Cups and the Two of Swords. The Queen of Cups coming up again, honey. I already talked to you about her. You going about what you feel. The Queen of Cups is almost like the High Priestess, if you're dealing with a Pisces, because the Pisces would, and I don't know why I'm saying Pisces, you may be dealing with a Pisces. The Queen of Cups likes to see the beginning and the middle and the end. The Queen of Cups knows how a circumstance will be eventually, okay, when you standing strong in your Queen of Cups. And I'm saying this to say a certain circumstance was laid dormant because you knew what would happen because you know a person hasn't changed, but yet you still would open up still in a certain particular type of way, and then yet and still you be left feeling a certain type of way. So this may be why somebody is afraid, but go by the action of the new person. And understand you could get people representatives, so take as much time as you need and self-love yourself and tell that individual, for those who do have an individual that's around, you working on you and you want to take things slow, and if they try to rush you, then maybe that ain't the person for you. Okay, they need to be respectful of how you feel. Some of my other Leos is the energy, like I'm telling you, you following what you feel. Okay, period. You got the King of Cups once again, the Five of Swords, and the Three of Cups. All right, so that's the energy that I do feel. That's what I'm going to leave off clarifying, because we have a conundrum of cards. Here is the energy. I feel like you can see things clearly when you try to open up what a King of Cups does. This is the energy I already told you. You met with this, so you look at things on how you would like them to be between you and another person. But for some of my Leos, you recognize where it's at, so that's the reason why you're Eight of Cups in it in the first place, okay? Because you'll see, dealing with an individual, you'll be at a Two of Swords standstill, okay? And that's the reason why you hold back. Some, you are working through this Five of Swords energy to believe that all situations will be that way. So you're working through that energy to try to move those swords out of your head to say that circumstances are all the same, because they're not. And some, you still holding on to what has all, and I'm saying a whole lot of you because it's you that I'm talking to, but flip it, of what has happened, and the person ain't been there in a while, but you telling yourself you have to let it go. So that's the energy, okay? All right, okay. Release it with love and not with anger. I feel like a person be like, I did let it go, but the way you let it go and release it, it was like y'all probably got into it, hurtful words, boom, and it's left up in the air. Not let go like, I understand how you feel, or I may not understand how you feel, but if that's the way you feel, okay, that's the way you feel, and this is the way I feel, and sorry it has to be this way, but it is what it is. I release you with love and hope blessings to you. That way you will get a different type of energy coming your way, okay? And I feel like that's why I stay on somebody's mind, because of the way that things was dealt with, okay? Distracted, sidetrack, change, and delays. I think I did say this is something teaching you not to get distracted. I don't know if that was you or Aries, all right? But it has been a change, and something may have been keeping you distracted. And this change that needs to happen have been delayed is the energy. But I do feel like that now you're understanding that and pressing forward. Perspective. Better off, happiness, and a clear headspace. You see how this man on this card by himself? And maybe you had to start looking at things in a different perspective. And maybe you understand that situations happen for a reason and now you are better off because it's not here to break us. It's here to help us with growth and level us up and understand that blessings will come in. And the reason why that these five of swords stay on the individual mind, I feel like that's like the past trying to keep you distracted and knowing your full power that you can press forward off into if you would release and let things go. Hence the Eight of Cups, all right? And we all deal with that. Shocking. Turmoil, trouble, and unexpected, okay? So you may be dealing with some situations, okay? And the way you move right now may be a bit shocking to an individual for some of my Leos, all right? Okay. Okay, all right. All right. Oh, my God. I done talked y'all ear off. Glow up, okay? You do have the Queen of Wands in the end, honey. Did I see the Queen of Wands over here? No, that wasn't the Queen of Wands. That was the Queen of Cups, all right? Glow up, okay? You may be working on you. Glow up may be coming in. You may be looking mighty fine, Leo, all right? I did see the King of Wands, all right? And then he or she loves you. Love should have brought you home last night. That's the energy that I do feel, all right? So that's that. People may love, okay? People may love, but then do different if for some. Some, this is this new thing that's been working that may do care. I do get that energy, but it's hard for you to kind of open up. So that's the energy I do feel there. All right, Leo, this is your monthly love.